Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, friends and enemies. This is Dave welcoming you. I'm at home this afternoon, just enjoying, excuse me, just getting something cold out of the fridge. It's a can of Thatcher's Gold, which I shall be enjoying shortly. Currently at home, as I said, and looking forward to a nice long weekend in the sun at home. Some of you have asked me where have I been for the last week. I was away, excuse me while I just opened the door. I was away in Spain for a week. I came back on Tuesday. Back now. Yeah, so it's all good. Just enjoying the sun at home. Oh, I hope you're all enjoying the same wherever you are, and you're not stuck indoors. Hopefully you're not stuck indoors. You should all be outside in the sun enjoying the best of it. So do excuse me while I open up this can of Thatcher's Gold. So, excuse me one moment. That's sound very familiar to some of you. So I should just pour that glass. Not sure if you can hear it going in, but there we go. So anyhow, I'm trying a different microphone this afternoon just to see if it records okay. It's plugging into my phone. It's a C-type connector with a headphone jack. It's looking good though. It does seem to be recording okay. Yeah, so anyway, I hope you've all had a lovely week. It's been beautiful temperature wise and blue sky. Where I am now, I'm sitting out, not a cloud in the sky. I'm sitting outside on my outside deck, which I built the year before last, 20 square metres as I come out of the conservatory, and earlier last year I put an extra 6 square metres on it, so it's 26 square metres deck, which is good. And I've got the 3 square metres sun canopy on it, which is what I'm enjoying sitting on or under at the moment, with the penetrating sun of the southern skies is keeping me safe, so there's no need to worry. And likewise, there is no need to worry. I'm fine, everybody's fine. Nothing much to report, otherwise I would have made reports in the week. But what I did notice, that while I was away, how many people, especially English British people, were walking around with their, bearing in mind they're on their holidays, they're walking around with their heads in their phones, listening to all the gossip YouTubes and all the rest of it. And I found it sort of quite funny, really, because when you go on holiday, the last thing you really wanted to do or to worry about was if anybody's going on YouTube. If you're that invested in it, you should perhaps stay at home. What I find is that there's quite a few channels now where you get, let's say for argument's Channel A would probably have 10 of the 10 similar people on, who would all shout and scream at each other, and then the next time the Channel B owner would go on and the same people would go on there and do the same. So it's a continuous round of arguing, insinuations, and everybody's saying, you said this, you said that, I didn't say this, I didn't say that. And there's been a lot going on this particular week, which I sort of sat back and I've laughed at. It's made me chuckle a few times. people say things like, as if their poo doesn't stink, and it does. And I just, let them get on with it. People talk about me as if they've got nothing better to do. So on behalf of all those people that do mention me, I must be living somewhere in your head. And all I can say is there must be lots of room in there. Lots and lots of room, because there's no brain. Absolutely no brains in there whatsoever. So what have I been up to? Well, I've got we've just gone into the early part of June. I've got 3 very significant dates for me in June coming up. The last of which I'm hoping will be the conclusion of my being involved as executor for an estate that I was asked to be the executor with for some years. And over the years, it means that I was the only surviving executor, so I had sole power over the estate, which wasn't challenged legally, but because the will was such an old one that we had to go to probate. So we're talking about legal problems, going to probate, getting court judgments, and once everything was sorted, I had full custody of the estate, and any investment that was put into being the executor was at my discretion. So I was able to use my company to administer and fulfill the best of my ability, that the benefactors would get the best possible outcome financially. So that's really what my main project was last year. Some of you were aware that I was doing a project on behalf of a benefactor, or somebody who appointed me as executor for quite some years. So I was pleased that now that that duty has been concluded, it's now all been handed back to the legal people who are now dealing with their side of things. So my involvement with my dealing with it as being an executor is now concluded. So it's now in the hands of the legal people, and once things are finalised, then the recipients will all be notified that they will be entitled to a substantial part of the estate, which I was able to administer on behalf of the person. So to those people that appointed me as executor, I really do hope and trust that you are happy with what I've done on your behalf. So cheers to you. I'm just raising a glass of my cider. Cheers, everybody. Nothing nicer to sit outside on a lovely sunny afternoon on a Friday. Looking forward to a long weekend. But like I say, I was back at home on Tuesday. I had a week in Spain, and quite a few people were all interested in looking at what was going on in YouTube, or as I call it, YouTubes. What is up with you people? I really just don't understand what the fascination is. I mean, if you're happy to see people arguing all the time and being obnoxious and nasty, then YouTube is the place for you. Certainly is the place to be if you're into all that sort of jargon and all that sort of stuff. Then you just keep on doing it. But I like to do my own thing. People occasionally tell me that things are being told and said, and people tell tales. I've got a few interesting screenshots that would debunk any telltale people that accuse me of putting up certain messages on other channels, which I've got. It's a take it to the bank screenshot of where somebody who has admitted to hacking my account has admitted not only to hacking the account but posting messages on my behalf. So I'm fine with that. So you know, what can I say? I'm in the clear. So yeah, like I say, there's people that keep mentioning me. Carry on. I'm living in your head rent free, and there's loads of room in there. Loads and loads of room. In fact, if I was to say anything in your head, it would probably echo for miles. But getting back to reality, it is a lovely afternoon, and I'm looking forward to enjoying the rest of the weekend. It's been beautiful. I've been busy at home since Tuesday, and working away as I have done last year. It's left work that I needed to do at my home a bit behind, so been catching up this week, almost up to date now. So just got one or two more jobs to do, probably on Saturday, maybe Sunday, or it'll all be up together. And I shall look forward then to looking up another holiday. I'm looking at later this month. As I say, I've got 3 very important dates in June, anniversaries, all family orientated, and one of which will be hopefully I can enjoy another week away. And at the moment I'm looking at going to one of the Greek islands. If I look on the old Thompson's website, which is now TUI, TUI, and you get to late deals, last minute deals, you get some exceptionally cheap holidays or deals from your local airports. Like you can get a week away in one of the smaller Greek islands, Corfu, even as far away as Rhodes. Rhodes is a lovely place to go. You can go there for less than £200 from your local airport. So if you were to spend a weekend in this country, you'd probably spend that much, but you can go, to the Aegean or somewhere like that from where you are. So I'm looking forward to doing that, as we've all been cooped up since the lockdown, and some of us just haven't been away since, but things are starting to relax now. We don't need so many jabbed people to go anywhere these days. Yeah, it was lovely to get away last month, or just for the day, to go to France, which was very, very enjoyable. I did enjoy that. Likewise, Spain is probably one of my favourite destinations to go to, simply because it's one of the closest places. When you do go away, the further you go, it might seem a bit glamorous to be on a plane for 25, 26 hours, but once you've done it several times, it loses its glamour. But when you do go to Australia, I've been several times, it's not a journey that you look forward to. It's a complete 20th of a day of your life gone. But anyway, 4 hours is about my limit now. 5 hours maximum. Go to the Greek islands, but Canaries, the Aegean, Balearics, it's all good. I wouldn't mind even going to Portugal. I've not been to Portugal. Wouldn't mind a trip to Portugal one day, but at the minute, towards the end of the month, hoping to get towards one of the Greek islands, which is good. Just excuse me a moment. It would be rude of me to drink this cider while it's still while it's getting warm, and drinking it while it's still cold. So I do apologise if you hear me slurping. So enjoy. So like I say, I hope you're having a lovely weekend, and thank you all so much for joining me for a bit of afternoon banter on the deck and enjoying this absolutely Olympic standard drivel, which we all know you've come to love and enjoy so very much. And where would you be on a Friday afternoon unless you're listening to me? You know you love it. So there we have it. It's been a lovely day. Well, actually, it's been a lovely best part of a week, I suppose, hasn't it? Been beautiful, and I think it's going to be pretty much the same now for quite some weeks. So looking forward to doing that. So on behalf of everybody here, to everybody there, have a wonderful day and evening, and I just hope that this breaks up your day so much where you come to a channel where there's no arguments, and that's one of the good things about not having any guests on, but you can just drivel and monologue and just enjoy talking and having you along and enjoying listening to me. Because quite often when I listen to people, I put it on the tablet and I connect up my Bluetooth speaker. It's about 2 inches square, a little 2-inch speaker in there, and I can walk around listening to everything on that. I've got a big music centre, as you know most people have, but it's nice when you have just a bit of background chatter on, and as soon as things start to get a bit out of control, everybody shouts and they start to cuss and swear and all the rest of it. I mean, listen, I can swear as best as anybody, but I just don't really want to get involved or listen to any of that anymore. I'd rather enjoy some light-hearted stuff without all the unpleasantness, and there seems to be an awful lot of that these days, especially on the YouTubes, and that's why I've decided to step away from certain channels, and who I must say, I'm honoured that I'm still spoken about in some irrelevance, but still spoken about nevertheless. So there you have it, people. I'm going to be with you for a couple of more minutes before I get another can of beer or cider. So I'm under the canopy, sitting on my deck that I built year before last, 20 square metres. It's 5 metres out from the back of the patio at the conservatory, 4 metres wide, and earlier last year I put an extra 6 metres, which is 3 metres wide by 2 metres out, so that's 26 square metres, all of which are filmed, which will be coming out once I actually get round to it, along with the project that I did last year that took me probably 6 or 7 months, which is now just actually coming to fruition and completion. It's just now in the hands of the legal people to finalise everything, and so I should be glad to discharge my duties as executor and pass on all the benefits to the recipients, who don't know who they are yet, but that will be decided in the fullness of time. So that will all be dealt with by the legal people. It's up to them now to find those people who are going to be beneficiaries, who will be deemed to be the lawful people to receive the benefit of the hard work. So I'm going to call it a day now, and hope you've all had like I say, looking forward to a lovely day, lovely afternoon. It's been a lovely weekend here. It's Friday afternoon. The last 3 days in particular has been particularly lovely, and it's an absolutely gorgeous time to be. I mean, I live on the south coast, so we get the best of the weather. I'm just looking at, so there's not a cloud in the sky. I can see a Ryanair flight coming in. I don't know if you can hear that coming in. It's landing in now. So people, have a wonderful weekend. I might even do a live a bit later from the back garden. You never know, so will be a bit of a giggle to haven't done a live for a few weeks, the other channel that I use is haven't used that one for a while, so I might do a live later on this channel, on my channel, this one. Sorry, a bit of a tickle in the throat there. Just excuse me while I have another quick slurp of my cider. So I'll just leave you with the lovely ambient sound of the south coast. It's just a shame that you can't actually appreciate and see the lovely blue sunny sky that it is here. I'm sure it is all over the country today. So on behalf of myself, have a lovely afternoon everybody, and maybe catch you a bit later. Have a good weekend if I don't speak to you before, but try to keep off YouTube, enjoy the outdoors. It's you know, it's good for you, and you can appreciate just how things are without being on YouTube's. So everybody, have a good one. Lovely to speak to you as always. Have a good afternoon and evening, and I might catch you later. You never know your luck. So look forward to that. Take care everybody. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.